Alright, there's a lot of shit being said about me. Um, so I'm gonna get this out of the way. I'm gonna set the record straight, and I'm gonna move on. So, before I go into this, there's a lot of missing context in here that I was promised that they would include, but they ended up not, saying anything. So, I'm gonna do it on my behalf. So, first of all, let's address the wording here. They say this like I'm an adult. I'm 16 years old. I'm just gonna get that out of the way. I'm 16 years old. I'm not fucking 20. I'm not 30. I'm 16. If you want proof, just like DM me or something, and I can show you. But the whole thing was sexting. That was all it was. I didn't share the news to other people. Like I didn't do anything that was that bad here. They're just trying to make it seem out of context. When I've known this person, silly, for like I knew them for about like 2-3 years. This was already addressed in the past, but they're bringing old shit up, so I thought I'd dig it back up. This whole thing, I feel like this is just a mix of being petty and like something else of the sort, because this was fully consensual. This was entirely consensual right here. Not to mention, this was a whole ass year ago. So, let's move on to the harassment bit. So, this is where the context is really lost. The person known as Damien went after me first, and I was already like having a bit of like a psychological, mental episode from past shit. So, I wasn't really thinking right. So, I'm gonna give you that. But this person has done so much shit. They like they showed me their self-harm cuts in a Twitter post. They spread grooming allegations of me. They spread like lies on my name. Like there's a lot of shit behind it. There's a lot behind it. For this part, I don't know what this is about. I'm not gonna look at that. Um, this was this right here was a mixture of like being fed lies and misinformation. Because from what I was told, Wizardjet had known someone that had doxed me for a long time at the time. And I didn't know that he wasn't involved at all until like just now. Nobody told me in advance. And this was fucking January, meaning this was like 4 months ago. So give me a second. I need to fucking close my door. And I can't pause the recording, so I guess. Alright. As for the pro ship bit, this was during a really bad time in my life in which I was like fucked up because of what other people were doing to me. This right here. This was during a time where I was being like targeted to hell. I was being harassed. I was having threats sent to me. I was having death threats, rape threats, everything. I had a whole comic drawn of me getting raped. They licked my face to do it too. For this part, I was just trying to... I'm going to close Discord because it's too fucking loud. For this part, I was just trying to prove something to someone. I don't know why they had to include this as if I like sent it to them without prior context. I don't get it. And this, I don't know what this is about. If anything, I think this is like supporting my point. Because I was originally going to send him razor blades as a joke. Like, that's weird. This proves nothing. This proves absolutely nothing. Literally nothing. Anyways, I'm going to close this off by saying, first of all, this is contradictory. This is self-contradictory. Because over here, it says all the doc is written by one person, and then this doc wasn't made by one person, it was a collaborative effort. So I don't know what the fuck that's about. But, yeah, oh yeah, and, well, I'm not going to say they doxed my full name because I did put it under a release. So I guess it's fine. That's fine. I'm going to ignore that part. But, point behind all this, if you're gonna, like, say shit to me, about me, ask me first. Like, ask me about what's going on, and I'll tell you. I'll give you the full story. Unlike Unlike these dudes wanted to. And I have proof they didn't tell the full story. I can show that, but I'd have to go through like my Discord. Actually, no, hold on. Give me a second. Right here. Right here they say it. If I'm going to do that, as in, remove what parts are wrong, then tell your GC we met an agreement. And that you'll stop leaking my shit. I had stopped that entire time. And I told her, tell the whole story about Damien. A.K.A. this, which I want to show this now. So. This dude promised. And I didn't see anything. I didn't see a single thing clarifying my side of the story. Not a single part. So, I want to clear that part up. A lot of the shit in the doc is either poorly made, poorly worded, or out of context. I did hurt people, I'm going to admit that, but they make it out to be worse than it actually is through the wording in the Google document. So, that's all I wanted to say. Just be careful about what you say to people, because just spreading allegations on people and not clarifying what you mean it's kind of fucked up. I'm not going to lie. Okay, that's all for me. I'll see you.